Hi everyone, welcome to All Four Queens. Welcome to the channel, all about healing, awakening and spiritual warfare. Now we're still in a little bit of spiritual warfare, but I'm going to try and transition a little bit out of that now. Obviously it is what it is, you know, you've seen my story, and if you haven't, check it out in some of the videos below. I wanted to talk about awakening, but also the ascension symptoms, because I think a lot of people feel like they're being attacked, and you know I have at some point as well, but actually just stick with it, because as the energy changes, our bodies change, and certain things happen. My body's completely changed, but obviously, like I say, I don't smoke, I don't drink anymore, and you know I have had to eat things that potentially I would like to move away from, but as it stands at the moment, because I'm trying to balance my weight, I'm having to still eat some of the things that you know are a little bit more dense rather than a little bit more light, because obviously trying to balance. I did try vegan, but it made me really ill, so my conversation with the man upstairs is that I'm going to still have to eat meat for a while, but I mean, you know, it is what it is, and you know, our bodies are our bodies, aren't they? So just so that you're a little bit aware. So obviously I've got a little bit of a cold at the minute, and that's Ascension flu. And why do I have that? What happens is, this is my take on it. Now obviously other people can have a different take on it, but my take on it is this particular one is about the old being stripped away, and all the old toxic energy is being stripped away. Now I know, and I'm going to shout out a reader because she really helped me, and I was on one of those moments of like purging, and she really helped me. Empress T444, she really helped me because she had something that she was talking around where there was a lot of unbinding, and for me as a child, people bound themselves to me for my energy, to my heart chakra, to my root chakra and to my sacral chakra, and they stole a lot of energy by doing that. And obviously as a child, which is why I posted about, you know, the elites stealing destinies and stuff, as a child there's not really much you can do about it, and the way that they do it, and obviously I'll go into that in another one, but obviously some of it is a bit egregious, you know, what they do to children, but hey ho. So I had a lot of that attached to me, and a lot of cords attached to me, energetic cords, which obviously you don't see from a spiritual perspective, but they're there, and obviously they affect everything about who you are. So she did a recording, and I would say check her out. I mean, I'm not affiliated, but I would say check her out because she's really good at explaining it, and there was a lot of people that had bound themselves to my heart chakra, so I was feeling their emotions and and you know, being stuck and all that sort of stuff. So obviously when I escaped, for want of a better word, and got back under God's fortress, they started to work on getting rid of all that and clearing it all out. So obviously my body started to change, and obviously some of the feelings like the flutterings that I feel and the little pins and stuff, it's all part of the ascension. Now in some cases it could be that someone is messing with a voodoo doll, but witchcraft and that, once you ascend, it's irrelevant, you know what I mean? It's like, if you think about it, it's irrelevant, because what's going to happen is for every action that they do, it's going to go back anyway. So, and I said previously, I don't have to send it back because I know it's automatically going to go back, because you can't do witchcraft on someone that has done nothing to you. It doesn't work that way. I mean, not that I'm into witchcraft anyway. My only thing is prayer, and obviously being close to God of light and my ancestors. I'm not really interested in the other stuff because it's like, it doesn't really interest me, because I believe your power is within, isn't it? You know, the more you ascend, the more you have your own power anyway. You don't need external things like witchcraft and stuff, but hey ho. Now people could argue that tarot is witchcraft. Now I don't personally see it as witchcraft. I see it as a healing modality, because my intention is to heal and to help and support, not to actually cause harm and hinder. So for me, I would say witchcraft is more about hurting and going against somebody else's free will. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's get into it. So balancing Ascension symptoms is like the holistic approach for me is thinking about things like grounding. Now you can ground and go outside and get with nature and stuff. But what I had a really good mentor who said to me, sometimes visualization is good as well. If you can't get out and you live in a flat or something, then you can visualize and you can visualize in nature and things like that, and then that will help you ground. Self-care obviously is important, which is obviously your diet, but also your external as well as your internal. Emotional support. And if you need professional help, obviously that's what you go and get as well. Now, for me, I've had to be you've seen my journey, I've had to be very mindful because everybody that I would have sort of connected to and with were all involved in this. And so I was very mindful of how people play the game. Sorry, I'm going to have to piece this. It's saying I haven't got enough battery, so just bear with me, we'll see if we can get through it. So I had to be very mindful because obviously a lot of people were involved in it and nobody wears a badge of who's in what society. They just don't. So spiritual awakening symptoms, you'll have buzzing in your ears and ringing. You'll get emotional changes. Now sometimes you can have sleep disturbances, which is nothing to worry about, but obviously if you are worried, remember I'm not a medical, so you need to check it out with your doctor. There might be a feeling of anxiety or apathy. Obviously we talked about grounding, get some yoga or some meditation in, and obviously journaling as well, which will help stabilise your energy to promote balance. Self-care, obviously get adequate rest, lots of water, hydration, healthy diet, regular activities to support the body and adjust to the new energy frequencies. Emotional support we've talked about, and you can consult a spiritual advisor. Now obviously, I will be putting some stuff in there for people to reach out to me as and when you feel like. I think I'm still with the cult who have controlling my platform at the minute, but hey ho, who says that they don't need help? And then there's the spiritual flu, which obviously purges the body's reaction to the deep energy releasing after doing inner work, removing old energy from the body, old toxic energy from the body, like I said before. The other thing as well, one thing that I would say is when you're going through this, just be observant, because I said before, thoughts, words and actions. Now, you don't always have to react to everything that you watch, but be observant, because sometimes you can start to pick up where your triggers are, and that usually when you find your trigger, so like a trigger of anger or trigger of jealousy or trigger of envy, that will usually help you find out what was the cause of it, because it's the root cause really that you want to get to the root, rip it out, heal it, i.e. go in self-love, and then obviously try and work through it. Now it says it's easier said than done, isn't it? I understand that, because some of our traumas are quite deep. However, they're not our burdens to carry, and sometimes we didn't create them. So, but what we shouldn't be doing is lashing out on somebody else and using somebody else as a punch bag. Our responsibility as adults is to heal it, and hopefully people do. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is recording. Yeah, it is still recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off. I'll probably put some more in the description below, and hopefully that's just a little bit of a guidance to help people who are going through a little bit of an ascension flu, and not to worry too much. But like I said, I'm not a medical doctor. If you need medical assistance, please seek it, and also if you need legal assistance, please seek it as well. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you on the next one. I'm sending so much love and light to everyone, and hopefully we can raise the vibration so that we can get out of this dark, negative, dense energy and move into some more light, happier, more open, honest and trusting energy. See you later. Take it easy. Bye.